Okay. I was hugging my passenger backrest as the car went by. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Come on. Actually, yes, it is. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. But it is also, let me just turn here so that you can't break in and steal my, oh, look at that. I got my code wrong, so I can't even steal my own bike. It is the first day of the year that I'm going to take my bike out. I mean, I am just beside myself. Okay. I was hugging my passenger backrest as the car went by. Okay, so this guy has not been started in about well over 3 months. So, all right, battery tender, do me right. Let's see what we got. Here we go. We got low fuel. That's not, okay. That's not good. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, battery tender. Thank you, Indian. The world is right. Okay, I'm going to let this guy warm up for a bit and probably run out of gas, is my guess. But okay. All right. Snowblower, you can take a hike. This is good. All right. Let's let it warm up a little bit. Oh, this feels good. Oh my gosh, this feels good. What am I, fatter than I used to be? What? Get on there. Okay. Wow. Got to lose weight in my hands. Wow, it's been forever. Awesome. All right. And I forgot that my garage door closer doesn't work. Hey, do I have one in my vest? No, because that would be too smart. So we don't do that. All right. Man, I thought it'd be freezing, but I've got my visor up. I'm just enjoying the air right now. Oh, this is so nice. The tire pressure is a little bit low, but that's to be expected. Actually, it's quite a bit low. 37 in the rear, 32 in the front. Yeesh. Let's see if Knight can remember how to take a corner. I got to be a little bit careful. There is a lot of sand and salt out here. There's a lot of potholes. I've been trying to, as I drive to work, I've been trying to make a note of where the potholes are. Just kind of make a mental note so I know when I ride. But the reality is that I have the attention span of a caffeinated fruit fly, and I couldn't tell you. I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I saw. So I have no idea where the potholes are. Oh man, I'm just absolutely in love with riding again. All right, so let me talk about my winter a little bit. Our winter. The winter that I experienced. We didn't really have a winter. We had a month. We had a month from hell. It was really like a month and a half from hell. It was really kind of interesting because we didn't really get very much snow up until February. It was kind of like, November, we got like a little light warning of snow. Just like, oh, hey, look, a little bit of snow, how you doing, stuff like that. And then, like, I think December, maybe there was a little bit of snow. I don't really remember. And so then, we kind of got through January, and I'm going, all right, this is good. We're going to get through the entire year pretty much without snow. My snowblower was hanging out in the back shed in my backyard because, usually I take it out when it first starts snowing and stuff, and I just left it back there because I'm like, hey, I don't think I'm going to need it. And then somewhere around late January, I just happened to be flicking through news and I saw a weather forecast, and it wasn't forecasting any imminent snow, but it was the weather lady person thing was basically just kind of showing the jet stream and saying, oh, hey, this has now dipped a little bit further south. So now it's kind of dipping more down toward like Georgia and then heading up the coast toward Massachusetts. Now, in my mind, I'm going, hey, that's cool. That means warmer air for us. And she says, so what that means is we can expect a lot more snow. And I'm going, wait, what? We talked to, no. It goes down and then it comes up. So warm air, right? And no, snow. But I didn't really believe it because, my gosh, I had been seeing just, days like this. It was just like not snowing. So then all of a sudden, I don't know, I can't remember if it was like late January or early February. It's all a blur to me now. I think I mentally blocked it out, but just everything just happened at once. I am talking with this hand a lot. I got to get it out of my system. All right. So, just all sorts of crap just started happening. And it was really remarkable that I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Day after day after day, the storms were just piling in, and I was just in shock at how much it was snowing. I mean, it was like I was telling a friend of mine. I said, the emergency alert system, that thing that kind of goes beep, beep, beep. What a terrible thing. I had a 1980 Toyota Celica that had a horn like that, but that whole alert system thing, I was saying, they should just make that go off if we're not going to get snow. That way I'm not always hearing about blizzards and things like that. I know there are going to be blizzards. I got to the point where I was like, yes, I'm aware of that. I know. It's going to snow. We're all screwed. I get it. And, okay, can I start my age-old tradition of rolling through a stop sign? Yes, I can. So, you couldn't, it was just terrible. You couldn't see anything. The snow was so high all the time that it was like, you would miss, you just wouldn't see grass, you wouldn't see mailboxes, you wouldn't see small pets or large pets or safari animals. You couldn't see anything. It was just piles of snow. You could drive by houses and not see the houses because the snow on the side of the road was just so high. And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. So it was about a month and a half, maybe 5 to 6 weeks of just sheer torture. Literally, it was like, 24 inches today. 36 inches in 2 days. What was it? Boston got, and I know that they broke a record this year with the amount of snowfall, a Boston record. And I remember hearing on the radio somebody saying that I guess Boston got more snow in 3 weeks or in 17 days or something than Chicago has ever gotten in an entire winter. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we were dealing with. And there were areas a little bit further west of me, like Worcester, Mass, that just got pounded with snow. And I know that we got pounded with snow. So if they got pounded with snow, I can't imagine what they got. It was incredible. I don't know. I had to actually snowblow around my mailbox. I mean, I know everybody kind of does that, although lately, like up until a week ago, you would see all these snowbanks were so high because the weather's been warming a little bit, but all these snowbanks were really high, and you would just see like sticks coming out of the snowbanks with buckets on the end and the house number, and that's how people were getting their mail. The post office, the postal service is a little strange, I think, because a few years ago, before I had a snowblower, I was trying to shovel out my mailbox, and I only got so far, but you could take like one step out of the truck or out of the car and get to the mailbox, and they wouldn't deliver my mail. And I called them and I said, hey, I haven't gotten mail in umpteen days or whatever. And they said, well, do you have snow around your mailbox? I said, yeah, but it's just you just have to like lean out, take like one step and you can get to it. And they said, oh, no, we can't do that. That creates a hazardous condition for our workers. Hazardous condition. Okay. Well, I remember that whole post office thing about neither, what was it, rain, sleet, snow, something will stop the U.S. Postal Service. Apparently, taking one step out of their vehicle will, in fact, stop them. So, if you ever want to stop the Postal Service, that's how you do it. But anyway, I am ranting in a way because I am just so amazingly happy. Wait, I'm ranting because I'm happy? I haven't vlogged in a long time. I'm not really with it. But I'm just so happy to be on my bike. I'm just ranting because I just got through with this winter. I'm hoping we got through it. I mean, we got snow as recently as 2 days ago. 3 days ago? Friday? Last Friday. This is Wednesday. Last Friday it was snowing. We had like maybe, I want to say, maybe inch and a half or an inch of snow or something. So, you never quite feel like you're out of the woods literally until it's like mid-April. I mean, it's just been, we had what's been termed the April Fool's blizzard. I think it was 1997. And it was the first year I had moved into my apartment at the time with the person that would become my wife, with Joe. And it was our first, I mean, like literally we moved in April, March, I guess. And April came, and we had about 3 feet of snow, literally. And I had to go plow at my, at work. And I'm trying to get out of the building, and I couldn't. The snowdrifts were so high against the door that you couldn't even get out of your building. So somebody asked me, I think it was my mother asked me, when did you start hating winter so much? It was probably when I started driving. Once I was in, like a late, teenager or whatever, and I realized, hey, I can't just go out whenever I want. I got to do stuff before I do. I got to clear my car off. I got to drive slowly. I got to beware of black ice and all sorts of stuff and other drivers and all that. I mean, what good is it? I'm just, yeah. Okay, so I've ranted. I have made no sense. I told off my snowblower. I think I've pretty much covered all my bases with regard to my normal vlogs. So, because I expect to post this first, I will tell you that I am still working on part 3 of my Quabbin Reservoir ride. I'm still working on it. People wonder what takes so long. You know what really takes the longest? And you're going to laugh. If you've actually seen the videos that I've published, you're going to laugh. What takes the longest is actually weeding out all the crap in between. It's all the me just rambling incessantly about nothing, and just getting through all that. Like, I hate watching my own vlogs. I just like, and I think I know I had a spare battery and stuff, and I think I had a good probably 6 hours of vlogging on that ride, and so getting through all that is just time consuming, and kind of weeding it down to anything that anybody might want to see is a little bit is also time consuming. So anyway, this vlog turned into a much longer vlog than I expected it to, but I did want to say hi to you guys, and the riding season has begun. I'm still going to be publishing a lot of videos from last year and even the year before. I still have just a nice little backlog of videos that I just want to finish up and get out there. So that Victory Judge one was an example of one that I just had laying around that I hadn't really finished editing, and finally put it together as a thank you for 1,000 subs. So if I haven't said it in person, which I don't think I have, thank you guys for 1,000 subs. It means the world to me. It's so nice. It just, because 1,000 sounds better than 100 or 50. It just sounds like you're a little bit more like a legitimate person, you know. So that's just stupid. I shouldn't even say that. I mean, there are so many great vloggers out there that just haven't got the attention yet. You know, I should do that. I should point out some vloggers that I like that just haven't gotten the attention. I mean, can I do that now with 1,000 subs? I'm small potatoes, but I mean, it still might be helpful, right? If I were to point out a couple of vloggers that I do like that just haven't quite reached the audience yet. I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm acting bigger than I really am, but that might be kind of a fun thing. So I'm going to do that, I think, at some point. I'll do a couple of shout-outs. So, all right, guys. I am going to finally just shut up, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Happy 2015.